Welcome to the An Everglow show. I'm here with
Is this the first, or was it 2013 the first one? I don't remember now.
2013
I
was the
was.
first.
That's right.
Yeah, but um,
The second.
yeah, the second the An Everglow show. I'm here with Kylan Savage. How you doing, Kylan?
I'm so psyched.
I get that. I'm also here with AJ Simmons. How are you, AJ?
No, doing well, man. Doing well. This is gonna be interesting.
Okay, so tell me, Kylan, your K-pop knowledge. What K-pop knowledge do you have?
I'm so psyched. um,
Okay.
um, okay, I know BTS is a thing. I saw them on SNL a few years ago. Um, I know that K-pop as a genre is really big, but I can't tell you I've listened to a full K-pop song. I don't, in my mind, I just associate K-pop with Dance Dance Revolution. Like that's just
Okay.
if you say the words K-pop to me, I just immediately start thinking of like super crazy like nightcore, is that what they called it? Like that kind of like super
Yeah.
sped up dance music.
Like rave music.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's honestly it. That's all I've
All
got.
right, AJ, what about you? What do you know, if anything, about K-pop?
Like Kylan, I know that BTS exists.
Okay.
And I know I don't even know if it counts, but the Psy Gundam style, I know that.
Mm,
That's
okay.
that, and then short of anything playing in the background at the Korean restaurant here in town when I go there. I don't even know this. There just happens to be K-pop in the background while I'm eating dinner at the Korean restaurant. That's about all I got.
Well, you're more qualified than me, I think. Eric,
So,
can I ask
yeah,
you really quick why you came to us with the this premise of this episode?
because I know that you all have good taste in music,
Okay.
That is true.
and I think you're going to find some things to appreciate in the songs that I show you
Okay.
because I trust your all's taste. I know, Kylan, I know you like Carly Rae Jepsen and Kesha.
I love pop
Um,
music.
Yeah.
yeah, and AJ, I know you like a lot of pop music too. And as long as your appreciation of pop music is not determined by understanding the lyrics, I think you'll be able to appreciate some K-pop. Um, I
Think you
have
got two
not.
vibe guys here, right? We don't care
Yeah,
about that. Like,
like I don't know if
Okay,
you've
good.
Southland,
listened to
all
an episode of
right.
Church Hymns Now, but I
The
cannot name a single lyric from a single song. So,
Yeah, you know the amount of stuff I listen to in Spanish that is like way faster than I can keep up with. Like, yeah, I don't need to understand it to like it.
Okay, I figured y'all would be up for the challenge if nothing else.
hmm.
Um, so I so far have been unsuccessful at getting into the male group K-pop stuff. It's all girl group stuff that
Okay.
I like because I think the genre is really like kind of cutesy and it doesn't work as well for me if
Right.
it's dudes.
I get that.
So, but like it, the stuff puts me in such a good mood. I've just about 9 months ago, I found a song that I like. It's going to be the first one that we watch here in just a minute. It's the one that kind of made me start branching out and trying to find some more stuff to love. And so, yeah, I guess any other questions before we start or anything?
Um, yeah, yeah. So can you define so I let you know once again we're going in completely blind, right? And
Yep.
so can you tell me, can you like elevator pitch to me uh what defines K-pop as a genre beyond uh pop music coming from Korea? Is that it, or is there more to? Is there more like I'm thinking like sound wise, like tempo wise, like what kind of sounds are we going to experience tonight?
It's I don't think describing it would make it sound too totally different from American pop music. There are, I think,
cool.
different ways of that they craft melodies and nuance things, and that you can't really articulate, but you'll know that it's different when you hear it. I actually feel like Carly Rae Jepsen on Emotion maybe borrowed some of the.
Oh, cool.
I don't know that for sure, but they're a little like the "Hey's" in the background, things like that.
Okay.
That kind of feel like some things they do in K-pop, at least since 2009, so a little bit predating Emotion. And yeah, I just think that it's you'll know it when you hear it. It's not they also use, there are some of the ones that I cut out, like one has a strong kind of like 311 vibe mixed in with it.
That was not a band I
like not the rapping, but like the more like reggae type, beach vibe type stuff, and then they incorporate some rap. They incorporate just a little bit of all kinds of Western music along with.
Interesting. Okay.
So yeah, one of the songs we'll do is kind of the blueprint for what girl group K-pop has become. That'll be the next one we do, but I wanted to start out with the one that turned me into a fan. So that is Savage by Aespa.
Okay, let me see. Can you guys see this?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my gosh!
I already love
Don't
it
you know I'm a
because it's my last
savage?
name.
I'm a killer. 널 깨라. 아직도 가리고 환각을 펼치 no fella. We holla. 두렵지 않아 no 희투하라. 날 믿어 너리 fake on me. 준비가 안 된 무대로 뭐라나 fake on me. Got everybody 막 같은 me. 수치를 느끼게.
Okay, first question. First question. Okay. Do you want us to comment on, like, are we just supposed to? Okay, first question. Listen to the song, or are we also commenting on the visuals of the music? Do you want us
also
to
comment on the visuals? The visuals are actually a huge part of K-pop, and
that makes sense. Listen to the song, or are we also commenting on the visuals of the music videos?
This also comment on the visuals. Has a lot. The visuals are actually a huge part of K-pop, and they are in a fictional world called Kwangya with each group. Black Mamba is the enemy. Has a lot. And they have like an AI guy named Novice who makes an appearance in this world called Kwangya. If I understand everything correctly, Black Mamba is the enemy. It's a big package. So yeah, I think like an AI guy named Novice who makes an appearance in this song. If I understand everything correctly. So I don't know if you noticed the Pantera shirt.
I did. That's what I wanted to talk about a little bit too.
The videos are
that's
also
wild. This is already just wild. And I love that there's
commenting on
there's
lore. I don't know if you noticed the Pantera shirt.
Is already just. I did. That's what I wanted to talk about a little bit too. Okay, I'm like that's wild. This is already. I need to do homework, and I love that my pop music. Like okay, all right, like the nerd in me is already. Okay, I'm getting a little bit of like Iggy Azalea kind of. Okay, I'm so far. So I need to do homework to listen to my pop music.
두고 봐 난 좀 savage 너희들이 한 play 너는 두고 볼 수 없어 나를 무너뜨리고 싶은 내 환각들이 점점 너를 구축할 이유가 돼 I'm a savage 널 부셔게 해줄게 oh, I'm a savage 널 짓밟아줄게 oh, Get me now Get me now 지금 나를 잡아 아니 난 더 savage Get me now Get me now 이제 내가 너를 잡아 now I'm a savage Get me now Get me now 너의
I am so glad you shared this with me. This is wild. Okay, I have another question.
Okay.
Is this common within K-pop of mixing in what I assume is Korean with English?
Yeah, there's a name for it. I can't remember what it
That
is
kind
now.
of like fluid, like they
Yeah.
seem to go in and out.
Yeah, there's a name for it. That's Konglish or something, I think.
Interesting.
But yeah, that's pretty common, and a lot of the members are fluent in English, some more than others.
Okay.
But yes, that's a very common thing in the K-pop that I've listened to.
Cool. I love that. AJ, you've been suspiciously silent thus far. Do you want to wait until we finish the song before you comment? Or
No. So like one thing that comes to mind is this actually kind of like the video sort of aesthetically reminds me of like Taylor Swift's Bad Blood.
Okay.
For sure.
Right.
sure.
And even some of the heavier beats and stuff as well too. But this whole concept, because I mean that's a concept video as well, right?
Yeah.
And so this like sort of looks like that, sort of looks like future cyberpunk-ish that I kind of like. I've been reading the Murderbot books lately,
nice.
and this sort of reminds me of that like aesthetically a bit. It's interesting. And then the Pantera shirt is interesting. It makes sense if like there was like considering like the Savage name, stuff like that, of like really like harsh metal bands like Anthrax. Each of like one's got Pantera, one's got Anthrax and stuff. There's like a coherent theme of like, yeah, these are just savage metal bands, and we're kind of connecting this with that.
Well, but watch at the end of the very end of the video.
Okay. All right.
The logo. Okay. Don't
spoil it. Don't spoil it.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
But even like having the lore and stuff kind of reminds me of some of the nerdier metal bands, right?
Right. It's like prog.
Oh, it's definitely
prog
nerdy.
rock a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
Sweet. All right, let's keep going.
Everybody look at me 익숙하잖니 양보해 참여야만 돼 어른스럽게 I'm locked up in the glass 난 널 잊고 싶은데 너무 끔찍한 기대 그런 환각들의 날이 가던 와 I'm going 광야로 게이밍 물리쳐오면 이 간질 MI로부터 멀어지게 만든 회심찬 내 트릭 We gon' 광야로 게이밍 배워버려 내 빛을 꺼 데미지를 입은 내게 인정사정 볼 것 없는 punch 그거 봐 날 좀 사
Okay, I have another thought.
Okay.
Are there any like massive K-pop artists currently that are like solo artists, or like it seems like their market seems to still be pretty focused on like groups, right?
Yeah.
Is that accurate?
There are, but most of the ones that have decent solo careers seem to be ones who have broken off from the groups and done like a solo project. Psy, the Gangnam Style guy, I don't know that he came from a group, but I mean that's obviously the biggest K-pop hit. But yeah, I mean the biggest K-pop groups right now, Blackpink is probably the biggest girl group. They I don't really enjoy them quite as much as some of the others. And then like BTS, as far as the guys, I don't think there's like a huge solo artist at this point, as far as on that level.
Okay. Cool. Oh, I have so many thoughts. I'm all right. We're gonna watch a little bit more.
Savage 너의 재선역을 막아 흐트러 놔 빼놔 하지 마라 여긴 바로 광야 너의 시공간은 내 뜻대로 make it break it I'm a savage 널 부셔 Get me now 지금 나를 잡아 아니 난더 savage Get me now Get me now 이제 내가 너를 잡아 now I'm savage Get me now Get me now 너의 말이 보여 네 약점 like a rhythm Give me now Give me now
Okay. Whoa. Uh, okay. This is wild. Like, okay. Like, from a production standpoint, I'm honestly like incredibly blown away because
Yeah.
the section that happened right before this, where we're at right now, felt super like 90s R&B, like almost like a little like Bone Thugs and Harmony or like a little Boys to Men, right? Like some of those
Yeah.
melodies.
Yeah,
And
for
then it
sure.
immediately jumps into like dubstep, which it
Yeah.
has like, and it's already got this like, yeah, the kind of like Taylor Swift, like Look What You Made Me Do or Bad Blood kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it all just it all happens so fast, but it's so
Yeah.
seamless and it's way more like it's way more cohesive than it has any right to be.
Yeah.
like strictly from a production standpoint, I cannot understand it and I love that.
So when you mentioned Destiny's Child during the song, I had literally just written Destiny's Child. Like
Yeah.
I'm writing notes because like it does. It cuts to this weird Destiny's Child that also sort of with the vocals and even the videos sort of reminds me of the Russian girl group TATU from
Oh yeah.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? But then there's also like some interesting elements of like Grimes and Poppy in here as well. That obviously
sure.
I think I think Grimes and Poppy obviously are borrowing from this. And so like that sort of jumps out too that like I think I just jumped through like 20 years of music, 30
Yeah,
years.
in like
Destiny's
30
Child,
seconds.
TATU,
Yeah.
Grimes and Poppy.
Yeah.
And then there's randomly like pink camouflage that
Right,
seems like
right.
super strange and like again very like cyberpunk future dystopian vibe going on.
Yeah, that was the first thing that caught me is like this producer is bonkers and like a lot of Aespa stuff is like that and it's like K-pop really I think became a thing in the 90s and then there's different generations they call it of K-pop. I think the second generation was 2009. I think around then may have been where they started. It was like the producers discovered, you know, from the 50s through the 2000s all at one time and were influenced by it, you know, all at the same time and just start mixing all the 90s R&B here, some rave stuff here, some electronic. Yeah, and it's really impressive. And as you said, they make it pretty seamless. It's Aespa's music they have that a lot where it'll just like a little cute singy part will R&B part will drop in or it'll be a mostly R&B type song and they'll drop this huge like electronic beat out of nowhere that actually they have the big song right now in K-pop Supernova and it's like that it's a fun somewhat electronic dance song but in the middle of it or in the bridge they drop like this huge electronic breakdown that's crazy but if we may have to do part 2 of these at some point and throw that one in.
I also want to point out we got like Cyberpunk Sauron's Eye right now.
No, I know, I love it. It's so rad. Yeah, I've got a lot of comments on the visuals too that we'll get to.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Give me now, give me now. 지금 나를 잡아 아니면 no. Give me now, give me now. 이제 내가 너를 잡아 now. I'm a savage. Give me now, give me now. 너의 말이 허연 네 약점. I'm a savage. Give me now, give me now. I think 방에 말고 꺼져. What?
I'm glad that the last words are a confused what, because that is also my reaction to the end of this.
Now that logo there, doesn't that look like a metal logo?
Yes,
it really
does.
does.
100% does.
Wild.
So yeah, that's the one that made me a K-pop fan. I was like, okay, I gotta see where.
Okay,
this came from.
well, Eric, I have to say, I don't know if I'm a K-pop fan after that, but color me intrigued. Like I'm on the hook, right? Like there's
K-pop Now is coming up. You gotta watch another one.
I gotta do emo jams now first, and then I'll do. But I'm gonna have that stuck in my head for the rest of the night, unless you picked 4 more catchier songs.
Which part are you gonna have stuck
All
in
of
your
it,
head?
like just specifically the gimme now, like, and I don't get it. I don't, but I am such a vibe guy that I'm just like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, sure, I love this. Like,
So, scale of 1 to 5 stars, 5 being a perfect pop song. Where do you put this?
ooh, um, I gotta think. AJ, can you go first so I can figure out my scale?
So yeah, I gotta. I mean, I'll put this at like a 3.5 to a 4
Okay.
for me.
Okay.
I'd probably give it a 4 as well.
Good
And
start.
I'm curious. Yeah, it might be a 4 because, like, based on the video. Like, I think if I had just listened to the song, it might be like a 4.5. But I think as cool as the video is, it's kind of distracting. But
Yeah.
I get it. That's like part of the whole thing. But as like an animator and someone that has worked on like special effects and stuff, like uh within that realm, I was just fully thinking about like, oh my God, what was the budget for this? Okay, that effect shot. I know exactly how they did that. How did they do that? Okay, I think I can figure out how they did that. Oh, and then they moved to 2D animation. Like, did they like which animation software did they use? Like, I just and that's just a personal experience thing. So,
That's funny. I know nothing about any of that, so I can't engage
uh,
with you much there.
no, it's fine. It was very well done. I will say from
Yeah.
that perspective, it was very good. You could definitely see some limitations of budget, but it makes sense. It's a music video. It's not like a like you see those kinds of limitations on $250 million Marvel movies. So
Yeah.
I think the people they had involved were very good. Probably because they're the people that all the American studios outsource to do all those things.
It didn't take me long to realize why K-pop fans are so like obsessed and into stan culture and all that stuff.
Right.
There's so much lore between that each group
Right.
has, and there's even drama between fan groups and things like that, and
That's wild.
it's fun so far. I mean, I'm not that much into it, but
Right.
I'm just imagining like K-pop like hooligan groups, like ultras groups, like we have in soccer now, of like that they just like after a concert, like this is where we meet and this is where we battle.
yeah.
But it's like Yu-Gi-Oh battles.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. There you go.
Okay, yeah. That was rad. I'm here for that.
Awesome.
I mean, the
Anything?
video looked like somebody with ADHD like my brain sometimes like we're just gonna jump to this random thing and now
Yes.
this
Yeah.
and now back to here. Like it's
Yeah.
nice to see a visual representation of like my brain.
Yeah, no, that's kind of how I felt too.
My kids love Aespa, so maybe play that for the young ones at some point. They might
Okay.
find that fun. But yeah, anything else on that before we move to the next one?
I don't think so. What my like I said it before, but I think my final thing is color me intrigued.
Okay. I'll take it.
I'm curious to dive deeper.
That's where it started for me too.
Love
AJ,
it.
any last word from you?
No, that
Alright.
is at least like, eye-catching, right?
Yeah.
At least makes you go, what in the world did I just watch?
Yeah.
I will say too, I told multiple people that this is what we were doing tonight. I said, "Hey, I'm doing a podcast talking about and learning about K-pop." And every single person that I told said, "That makes sense for you." So